So regarding the cyber safety things, as you know, the security issues which have been already covered, online enticement, access to children pornography, distribution, inaccurate information, misleading, privacy invasion, health risk, generation gap, then issues related to the social networking side and cyberbullying, which have been covered. Fake sites, regarding phishing and all those things. Right now what is happening in the field is that when a student gets a mail of online lottery or those things, he will inform his parent, which is having sufficient money, but he is quite illiterate about the IT and those things. So he gives the credit card and started filing. Only after reaching to a certain state, and the parent knows that happened, the police has recorded such instances. So basically, children, the cyber crimes which you have mentioned pertaining to children, apart from that, like the phishing, cyber stalking, all those things also, children become a vehicle or carriers of that crime. That has to be addressed.
And just a small question, what is this historical revisionist material?
Pardon? Microsoft, if you say without AI, so that type of comes into that. Then inaccurate information. Health information is a very alarming one. It's mislead not many ways. Then social networking site, and the issue which we are facing right now in Kerala, maybe in other states also, is more of issues related with mobile phones. It's very serious, and that mobile phones are making this SMS on those. It's most of the time it's not using for an educative purpose or an friendship purpose, but it's misleading. It's very easy. So that's why in my space, this whole thing I don't want to mention. Parent has to discuss his child with what our sites he's browsing, what our information he's gathering under this. But this parent doesn't know if he browses a site and there is an option called delete history, then he doesn't know what site he has gone. So this illiteracy of the parents, so literacy, I will tell you one more example. The program started in Malappuram district where 6.4 million, 6 lakhs people has been trained on computers, and a wireless broadband network has been established with the help of study. So immediately after the broadband internet, it's a very sensitive area, they started pornography, all those things. So we were forced to install filters at the server level itself. We were able to do that because that servers were under the control, and it was a private network type of things. In school situation, I will come to it. So we need to educate the parents and teachers, and whatever the hidden this thing also as part of the ICT education. That's what I am coming to. In fact, we have websites for children. How much, at what extent it's practical? That's also to be discussed. And whether the children is using this or not. Even for the search, there is in the Google itself there is an advanced search option. If you see, there is a safe search on and off button. But still, in the YouTube become with all the due respect to the education and in the safe search option, we can put in the safe search mode, but children normally they won't prefer that. That's what happening. So that's the issue. And as IT Act 2008, there is a provision exclusively for the child. And I will tell what are things we are doing, what is the issue we are facing for. ITS school basically to provide ICT enabled education in Kerala. And we have given broadband connectivity. It's information technology is a compulsory subject in Kerala. From 2003 we started for 8th standard, and 2004 9, 2005 8, 10. So whole high schools have been covered in 2010. 2005. This year is being extended to upper primary also. That means from 5 to 10, 5 million students are right now being study information technology. And we are moving from ICT to ICT enabled education. That means all subject will have presence of IT. As part of that, 2008 itself, and given internet training, there are 2,800 high schools, and each school has a school IT coordinator. This school IT coordinator is none other than a teacher from that school itself. He may be teaching physics, chemistry, or social science, whatever things. We haven't appointed separate teachers for teaching IT. We do believe in empowering the existing teachers to handle information technology. So he has been given training on internet and safe browsing and the security measures that has to be taken in the computer lab for school admission. Then all results will be announced only online. So all these processes we are trying to make online. Even the transfer and posting of 2 lakh teachers were made online this year. So naturally, teachers and students have to use the net. It's like a mandatory thing for them to use that. So, accordingly, the alarms that of cyber crimes and exploitation of children is also an issue for us. This is the broadband initiative. We have given training to teachers how to create blogs, websites, and have published it. Now we are afraid. Yesterday we were discussing with Rajan, and he was telling that to be discussed. So, for all material, like Dr. Geo for physics, K-Tech Lab for mathematics, and we are planning to have a website for all schools where participation from children will be there. The usage norms and guidelines has been issued, and we are monitoring that, who has used what time or like that. If they are not using that, then also they will be answerable. That's one. Take risk because the next month I will be having pension, so this will be a liability like that. Having heard this situation, we now decided if the lab registration facility for that, then aim is to not only for schools but also for the nearest study centers or even for the in fact gives an officer not less than the rank of sub-inspector to do.
Inspector means the 3-star for an inspector.
It's the
next to sub-inspector.
For other general public, if some issue comes, they have to approach the nearest, because schools will should act as a hub point for this cyber information dissemination and for crime prevention. So we are with the help of CDAC, we are planning to make such a campaign. So some quick thoughts on this thing. So we want more. We would like to hear from you, especially the issues of. We have issued guideline that if there is a 10-20 computer lab in the school, you have to do some server. It should be server based. You have to install filter. But filtering, at up to what extent it's feasible, and what is the cost involved in that? Is there any alternative way for that? That I want. Then for the mobile phone misuse and all those things, is the restriction or prevention of use, is it a solution or what's the alternative? These are things in fact we are looking for industry experts and government of India officially. Thank you.